We have a good time over here. We talk a lot of things over here, and we have a good time. And then at some point, debauchery comes, and then it's just all downhill from there.
Cause I rewound I rewound. I said, wait a minute. You got titties.
That's
Satana. Ashley was at home with the two Omen babies, Damien and Damien Jr. Hee ha, Damien 666, devil child. Because when you're the spawn of Beelzebub and Satana, that's what happens. The bearded lady, her mammy Sheila came over. Y'all want to know what the girls are saying? The girls are saying that this was a shoot for his OnlyFans that went awry. They went in there, they did the licky licky sucky sucky, you do me, I do you shit that Brashear do for his OnlyFans, and they filmed it down to the Homewood Suites. And the girls, the internet porn sketch, they'll tell you all the stories. You know, I did a whole video about how Lady G, Lindsey Graham, does lines of coke off of the penises of the escorts down to the weekly Republican Party sex parties. You remember they shut down fucking Grindr when they had the RNC convention last summer. Child, listen. You talking blue pills, rhino pills, honey packs, and everything else known to man be rolling all through the streets of DC when they get ready to go to these good sex parties that they have. Y'all could have went and got something to eat. Y'all could have went and did something else with your life. You ain't have to watch. That's what we do. When y'all have y'all all white performances, maybe we go get us a eat. Some people go take them a smoke. Some people go get them a drink. Some people get a quickie in down to the bathroom. When you had somebody's Super Bowl party and you saw somebody cute and you told them to follow you in the bathroom so y'all can have a quickie while you suck them up, they suck you up and you get a quick bust down, all in the 5 minutes that you that the halftime performance happened. Not that I would know anything about having a quick bust down at a Super Bowl party I was invited to. What do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? The man ain't shit. His cabinet ain't shit. And all of those acolytes and sycophants that happen to be black, what did you get for all of that ass kissing, for all of that slobbing his knob and hanging from his testicle hairs that y'all did? Y'all ain't get a goddamn thing.
Please listen. This is how we know there is a God that sits on high and looks down low. His eye is on the sparrow, and I know he watches me, because I knew that there was a God when I looked on the X, formerly known as the Twitter, and I saw it wasn't no more Sean. I knew there was a God when I looked on the Instagram, and there was no more Krishan. I knew there was a God when I looked on the snap of the chat, the snappity of the chappity, and looked, and there was no Krishan. I knew there was a God when I looked on the Facebook, the book of faces, Mark Zuckerberg's playground, and I saw that there wasn't a Krishan. My God today, my God today, my God today. Let the people say amen.
Hello. Hello, everyone. What is going on? Greetings and salutations. How the hell are you? What's going on? What is good? What is up? Today has been Monday. Monday has been doing what the fuck Monday does. Do you hear me? It's just ridiculous. Monday has been on one, okay? Even for Mondays, this has been one of those Mondays that is just like on one. Okay? Child, people been texting me all day long because I told y'all I have one of my little cousins. Actually, my first cousin once removed. Yeah, that's the technical term. My first cousin's son would be my first cousin once removed. Right? I think I'm right on that. Anyway, I'm going to say I'm right. My first cousin once removed. He's on TMZ with all kinds of scandals because, well, not a scandal, but an old case because he's a prospect for the NFL draft, and he's supposed to go to top 10. And so down, when you have somebody supposed to go top 10, then they try to, pull out anything that you have had in your past. So, mm, 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 mm. I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't ate all day, and I needed a bite of something. Oh, let me turn my camera off so y'all don't have to see me. I haven't eaten all day. Mm, 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 mm. Either I'm real hungry, which I am, or this is like heaven in my mouth. Mm. I'm sure it's a combination of the two. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. Anyway, so, oh, that's so good. So I've been dealing with that all day. People calling me about that. Work has been doing a lot. So I've been dealing with work. And it's just been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on today. But we've made it. We have made it through. Praise God. We done made it through. And we on the other side. We'll get on the other side of this Monday. But yeah, man, it's my family has been going through a lot. Um so we've been back and forth on calls all day today. And so I've been working through that, and people have been calling me about that and stuff like that. So nevertheless, we'll get through it. We're good. We're built for this. Let me say hey to y'all. Hey Tracy W, DPG, Antonia, Tracy C, Universal Goddess, Tamara, Ajoba, Lady D, Catherine Powell, Ravine, Demetria, Kelly. Hey everybody, Complex 613, Candace F. It has been a day, Candace F. It has been a day. Hey Tanya Boom. Hey y'all, Tanya's birthday is this week. What day is your birthday, Tanya? Is it Friday or Saturday? I know Tanya's birthday is this week, but I think it's Friday or Saturday, one of those. She'll let us know in the chat. But y'all know we gonna celebrate our girl Tanya. We are. Mm-hmm. Hey Tawana. It seemed like Monday been kicking all our ass. I'm just saying. Hey Yolanda Morgan. Cha. I made this sandwich, and baby Tracy W. I ain't ate all day. I've been dealing with phone calls, meetings, and everything. Baby, that when I tell you that one bite of that sandwich was life eternal. I just had one bite, and it was life eternal. Now I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna try to sneak another bite when Larry come on, and Larry is technically only 40 seconds worth of a video, but I'm gonna try to sneak a bite in. I'm gonna try to sneak another bite in when Larry come on. I do have announcements about the field trip today, so give me just a second. Baby, I was hungry. Hey, Twin Flames, I was hungry. See, Golden, how you doing today? Baby, I was hungry. Hey, Brittany Janae. Hey, Harold. Ciao. Okay, soon as I get home. Ciao. Ciao. Hey, Terry. Ciao. Hey, Yana. I know that's right. The countdown has started, honey. Terrence, what's good, bruh? Terrence said he getting his last few minute reports in. Let's see if he's ready to break some news when we get to his segment today. I'll drop that link for him. Oh, your birthday is 420 on Monday. Okay. The party is Saturday. Child, you know where I'll be Saturday. Tanya, you already know where I'm gonna be on Saturday. But I'll sing you something good. Thank you, Ravine. Thank you so much. I don't even know what that is, but whatever it is, it will go a long way. Child. Hey, Quake. Mm-hmm. Demetrius said, you better eat your food. Fuck us. I know that's right. Baby, listen, I'm trying to get it in. Okay, Catherine, I'm here for it. Hey, Sharice, what's going on? Hey, Miss Shorty B. Mm-hmm. Child, they trying real hard, but we strong. We built for this. We ain't new to this. We true to this. So, we ain't new to this. We true to this. So we built for this. We ain't worried. Um, so dear God. Yeah, Tracy birthday is on the 26th. Now I know when Tracy birthday is because debate. And Tracy know who that is. His birthday is on that same day, so I already know. Another person that's calling himself trying to wet my whistle lately. His birthday is coming up on Saturday too. I already told him I won't be here. So, hey Xavier, what's going on? What's going on, boo? Hey, Chef Don Don, coming to us from. What's going on, sir? Hey, Miss E. You ain't that late. Baby, you ain't that late. We ain't even got started. Montrez, what's good, bro? So, Xavier, the old bay. The old bay. Xavier, you know the old bay. The old bay, my ex, who that time I was on live, had me log off right then and there. For those of you new here, when I was dating someone, we were together, and he had keys to my house back then. I was still in Texas back then. He had keys to my house, and he came in. I was live one time. And he came in. This was like 2019 to 2020, somewhere around there. And he came in. He came in, baby. He saw I was live, and he said, like, shut that bitch down. And I was like, all right, y'all, I got to go. I mean, mind you, he was holding his meat at the same time. So that kind of helped. But I was like, all right, y'all, I gotta go. I'll talk to y'all later. Immediately, I immediately shut the line all the way down. Immediately. It was so funny. Tracy C, remember, he came in and shut shit down. Tracy was here back then, baby. Listen. Oh man. What's going on, sir? I see you backstage. Okay. But y'all, he came in and shut that shit down. That motherfucker, I did. I think Xavier, you was there too. Baby, I was on live. That young man came in there. He grabbed his meat, did one of these, and I was like, I got to let y'all go. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. And that was all she wrote. I shut that shit down. And okay, whole choir instructions. Child. Okay. Baby, it wasn't that serial, honey. I had to go handle some things. Some things had to be handled. Anyway, y'all, field trip information. I told y'all had so everyone who's going on the field trip, I'm putting the link in the chat. I'd like you to fill out this Google form for me, please. If you are going on the field trip, if you're coming to New York City for the field trip, please fill out that form. If you have more than one person that you are like you and a plus one, fill out a form for each person, okay? Even if you don't necessarily want to give me that person's name, you may say L Teddy 27 plus one. Put the first name as L Teddy 27, put the last name as plus one. And then that'll let me know that's your plus one, and then put all of the other information. And I want to do that so that I can have everybody's information and we can start to disseminate information to you at the same time. It does ask for your phone number and your email address. We are not going to dox you. We are not going to use your information for any other purpose than to disseminate information to you about the field trip. We have good news about the field trip. We have actually found out that the play that we want to see will be live on Broadway on that Saturday night. So we're trying to gather as much information as we can and see if we can't get a block of tickets all in the same section for the play. We're very excited. The play is Cats, the Jellicle Ball. And so we're slated to go see that on Saturday night. Saturday night. They have a Saturday 8 p.m. show, and that's the show that we want to attend. There are still tons of tickets, not tons, but there are a lot of tickets available, and we want to see if we can get us a block of tickets at like a section. There will be some time restraints. Like once we put the information out about the tickets, there may be some time restraints on how long you'll have to get or purchase your ticket, just so that we can all sit in the same section. That doesn't mean you won't be able to purchase any at all. You just may not be in our section, and we'll tell you where we are so we can try to get you as close to us as we can. So please, 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 that is the link to the form. Um, Tracy put in the chat the link to the Google Doc that has the information. But I need everybody that is planning on attending the field trip once again, like I said, to fill out that form. Somebody that already Tracy C has already responded. Um, and so forth. So we wanted to get as much information as we can about each of you all, so that we can just start to disseminate some informations that may be time sensitive. Okay, so the form, once again, let me put that in the chat. The link to the chat for the Google form for everybody who is coming on the field trip. We're very excited. Um, we're very excited about it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Harold. Look at Harold. He ain't shit. Hey, crazy homebody girl. Hey, Carl. What's going on? So, that's our updates on that. Uh, Wait, and then the you did, but I remember you was in that live, Xavier. Child, some of y'all have been with me going on like, ooh, like 7 years now. We've been around these parts for about 7 years now. So please, ma'am, please, sir, when you get a chance, hit the link. It's only like 4 questions. It's not long. It's like 4 or 5 questions. Um, so please, ma'am, please, sir. Well, that would have been nice, but I ain't know. So, and we already kind of locked in. So I ain't know, but that would have been nice. Everybody said we should go to New Orleans next year. We might go to New Orleans for our next class field trip. That might be fun too. Anyway, let's go ahead and get this party started. We'll start off. I want to start here, y'all, in terms of our 2026 primary breakdown with in light of all of the information that we have, and I'll go over a whole bunch of that with Eric Swalwell, um, coming up, I wanted to update our information on the California gubernatorial race. Okay. Um, there's 863 people running for that respective seat. I'm not gonna hold you. It's like a lot of people. The primary, they have an open primary, meaning that regardless if you're Republican or Democrat or even independent for that matter, everybody's in the primary, and who's ever the two people that get the top number of uh, uh, um, votes, that's who will be on the ballot in September. So that could be two Republicans, two Democrats, two independents, a Republican and a Democrat, a Republican and an independent and a Democrat. It could be any combination of things. Now, I'm not going to go through all of these people because it's literally like about 30 people running, and I'm not exaggerating. There are literally, let me count the last time, and I'm going by ballot PD. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, about 60, 60 or 61. That's literally how many people are on the ballot for this race, okay? We're not going to go through all of those people. We're not. Or we don't have we don't have the time, bandwidth, wherewithal, and any of that nature. However, I'm not going to even spend time on the Republican people. I don't give a shit about those people. But I will tell you the front runners on the Democratic side. Okay. Talk about them, talk about some of their endorsements and so forth. Oh, they can't hear you, Tara. Do you need me to bring you up? Oh, okay. Okay. I've been told by my clandestine informant that there are literally more candidates for governor than there are counties in the whole great state of California. Like it's crazy. Like I'm gonna tell you how crazy. One of the candidates' names is Living for God. That's their first name. Their first name is Living for God, all one word. That's what we have going on. That is literally what we have going on. So let's talk about some of the front runners. With the absence of Swalwell, one of the front runners and probably the person who I'm going in between two people. I'll tell you who the two people are. I'll do the two people first that I'm probably if I were voting, these are the two people I probably would be looking at. I'd be looking at Xavier Becerra. He is absolutely somebody who I would be looking at. As you know, he's formerly Biden's Secretary of Homeland Security, I believe. Yes, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm right about that. Let me check myself. I always have to check my references. No, Health and Human Services, excuse me. So he's the former Health and Human Services Secretary under Biden. He's the former Attorney General of California. So he's worked on the federal level. He's worked on the state level as the Attorney General for the great state of California. He is out of the. Trying to see what area he is out of. I believe he's out of the Sacramento area, if I'm not mistaken. Um, but he's certainly somebody that he's a former U.S. representative, where he served as U.S. representative for about 14 years. As I stated earlier, he went on to become the Secretary, Attorney General for California, went on to be the Secretary of HHS under Biden, and has a very storied history in politics. The second person that I'm looking at as a front runner is Katy Porter, who is also a former U.S. representative. We know she ran for Senate last election cycle in 2024. But she is a staunch progressive. So is Xavier. Xavier Becerra is also a progressive. Let me tell you who's endorsing them. For Xavier, you have uh, labor unions, you have California Faculty Association, you have California State Council of Laborers, you have the Laborers International Union of North America, you have California Young Democrats, you have the following U.S. representatives: Representative Carbajal out of California. All of these are out of California. Representative Cardenas, Representative Cisneros, that's Gil Cisneros, and Representative Raul Ruiz. Several state representatives also are endorsing him. For Katy Porter, she's being endorsed by Elizabeth Warren. She's being endorsed by two representatives out of the great state of California, Representative Dave Min and Congressman Dave Min and Congressman Derek Tran out of California. She's being endorsed by the Amalgamated Transit Union, California Conference of Machinists, excuse me, not mechanics, machinists, California Federation of Labor Unions, International Association of Sheet Metal, Rail, and Transportation Workers, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, International Brotherhood of Teamsters California, National Union of Healthcare Workers, United Auto Workers as well. She's also being endorsed by California Environmental Voters, Emily's List, and Citizens United, Vote Mama, and Elect Democratic Women. The other person that is getting a boatload of, there are two other people getting a boatload of endorsements. One is Tom Steyer. Tom Steyer, Steyer, and he's a billionaire, and he's the founder of Fairlawn Capital, but he's being endorsed. He's a billionaire, yes, with a B. You heard it here. I have to tell it like it is. He's being endorsed by the following individuals. Let me get this right. Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm going back and forth between several screens. So Steyer is being endorsed by former White House Chief of Staff under Clinton, John Podesta, Congressman Ro Khanna out of California is also endorsing him. A multitude of state legislators. Labor unions include California School Employees Association, California Nurses Association, United Domestic Workers, California Federation of Teachers, California Federation of Labor Unions as well. But the California Federation of Labor Unions have also endorsed Katy Porter and several other people. Also, organizations include California Environmental Voters, Jane, who also voted Katy Porter, Jane Fonda Climate PAC, and the Natural Resources Defense Council. There are two others that I will focus on. The first being Antonio Villaraigosa. He's being endorsed by, these are all Democrats. He's being endorsed by former Senator Barbara Boxer, Congresswoman Lucille Roybal, former Congress member, I should say, Lucille Roybal Allard out of California, and former Congresswoman Diane Watson out of California. A host of state legislators and local officials, to include the mayor of Anaheim, the mayor of Los Angeles, the mayor of Inglewood, um, the mayor of Santa Cruz, the mayor of Lancaster. Several mayors have endorsed Antonio, Villaraigosa. Labor unions include California State United Association, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers for California State Association, International Union of Operating Engineers, the local chapters, State Building and Construction Trades Council of California, the Teamsters local chapter number 348, California Federation of Labor Unions, who endorsed several other Democratic um, front runners, as well as the Los Angeles Sentinel. Excuse me, the Los Angeles Sentinel has also, that newspaper publication has also endorsed him. The last person that I'm going to talk about is Tony Thurmond. Tony Thurmond is receiving a lot of looks now that Swalwell is out of the race as well. He is, give you a little bit about Tony. He is the California State Superintendent of Public Education. So he's over basically the California Department of Education. He's over all education for the state of California. He's being endorsed by Congresswoman Laura Friedman of California, several state legislators, Barbara Lee, the mayor of Oakland, labor union, the California Faculty Association, which also endorsed Xavier Becerra, and he's also being endorsed by Black Women Organized for Political Action. So those are some front runners. Some other people who are getting looks now: Betty Yee, who is she's also gotten into the mix now. Um, excuse me. And she is the California Democratic Party vice chair within their state legislature. And so she's getting some looks as well. So that's the updates. Like I said, right now I'm going in between Becerra and Katy Porter, trying to figure out. But who knows, if I lived in California, I would be doing deep dives way further into these people, because like I said, there's a lot of candidates out there being endorsed by a lot of organizations, and being endorsed by a lot of credible people. So it pays to make sure that you are informed when you go to the voting booths. I'm sorry, this is completely off topic. What happens to Jasmine now that she lost the Senate race? I'm not going to say her political career is over, but in her state, she couldn't simultaneously be running for Senate and Congress. So she will become a private citizen come January 3rd of next year. She will become a private citizen. She can. I'm sure she may enter politics again, but she's talked about enjoying going back to being a private citizen. I was going to ask you, do you want to say it up on stage or?
The California point of view.
All right, and we have our senior today. He is our senior war correspondent, who also resides in the great state of California, and would like to offer more information.
All right, y'all. So how y'all doing? So like I've always said, we live in a very red county in California. The only Democratic um, people who are running that we've seen commercials for been for Eric Swalwell and Tom Steyer. Like Katie Porter has not, like, I don't know if she just hasn't been advertising this far up because this is such a red area. If she hasn't been advertising this far up, but I haven't seen drop of literature from her. I haven't seen a drop of literature from anybody outside of the two alleged front runners up until recently. Like I didn't like when you told me last week, when you said last week that Katie Porter was running, I was like, wait, is she still running? I forgot that she was even a possibility to run for that office. They are not doing a good job of pushing these candidates. And as far as Tom Steyer goes, yes, he is a billionaire. But what he's campaigning on is the fact that, hey, I don't want my taxes to be lower than yours. I want my taxes to be higher than yours because I'm a billionaire and I can afford to pay it more. Now, the problem with that is that he's never gonna do any of that stuff because the people that he would need to cater to would be millionaires and billionaires, and those people are not going to be okay with paying more money. That's just from my point of view, from where I sit and what I'm seeing, literally living in a red county in California.
That's an update from on the ground. So, and you know, in a lot of these races and campaign, money reigns supreme. If you got the money in the capital to get your story out there, to campaign, get ads out there, sometimes the money reigns supreme. That's why they always say every little bit counts. You can give $5, $10, $2, $20. It helps out a lot. I just gave $100 last week to Everton Blair's campaign down there in Decatur, who's running against Representative David Scott, because I really want him to win that primary and win that seat. I really am rooting for him to win. We need another black gay man in the Congress. So, um, I guess that means we're ready to. That means that we are ready to. Let me move you so you don't interrupt Larry. But I think that means that we are ready for Larry. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary, gender-conforming members of our audience, I bring to you the late great Larry Myers to help us usher in our sugar spike segment.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major sugar spike.
So loved the world, I want to fight. That he gave his only begotten son.
Major sugar spike.
And shall ever believe
Major sugar spike.
they shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus. Thank you, Larry. We love you, Larry. We appreciate you, Larry.
Need Larry in our life. Larry is a saint.
Hey, Paul. Hey, Spicy Original. Hey, Fran. Hey, everybody. As y'all. Hey, Siberia. All right. So, we're on the, I forgot to move to the next thing. So, we are still yet enthralled in a war that doesn't seem to have any end in sight. There seems to be no end in sight to the war. We are still at war, and the big breaking news of the day, your president, oh yes, not mine, he's yours. He has put a blockade on a blockade. Now, Iran had already said, Y'all was with the fuck shit with this made up, fabricated, your God King Benjamin Netanyahu didn't allow y'all to really negotiate in good faith. And so y'all spent 21 hours of y'all life y'all can never get back over in Islamabad, Pakistan, on some bullshit. Nothing came out of it. While they were negotiating, they were bombing both Lebanon and Iran while they were fucking negotiating.
Mhm.
And so Iran said, fuck that then. This shit is closed. Y'all can't put a lid on that unhinged, big back beached orange beluga whale that y'all got over there in the goddamn White House. Y'all can't put a lid on him. Y'all can't stop that fucking brain looking motherfucker from Pinky and the Brain, because I swear he looks like the brain from Pinky and the Brain. Benjamin
Got a big ass head.
Netanyahu over there. So, y'all bombing us? Fuck it. None of y'all shit getting there. We gonna keep, as my boy Malcolm Ned says, the multipass open. If you ain't paying the fucking money, you ain't getting through. President talking about something. We don't think there's no mines down there anyway. Making up lies, saying that they sent destroyers through the Strait of Hormuz over the weekend.
Yeah, you want to
None
talk
of
about
which has
that?
been validated. They literally said, yeah, there were credible news outlets reporting that there were
Hmm.
destroyers sailing through the Strait of Hormuz. Not one shred of evidence. That do you know how many eyes are on the fucking Strait of Hormuz right now? If
Yeah.
a fucking destroyer had literally gone through the Strait of Hormuz, it would be worldwide news across the globe from every sea, every echo within
Hmm.
the globe would have heard that there was a destroyer in the middle of the fucking Strait of Hormuz. But that's what they were reporting on. Your president lost it. We will get to the derangement of your president after we cover our war coverage, because your president is in the midst of a physical and psychological meltdown. And
Yeah.
I'm here for it. All of it. But we'll get there in a second. Let me bring in my senior war correspondent, uh, 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 um, Terrence, to shed some light on the blockade, on a blockade.
So basically, what he did is, in real easy terms, is he put a dam downstream of a dam, hoping to stop the backwash. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to interdict any and all ships that they know and can confirm that are going from the Indian Ocean, the Arabian Sea, from that area through the Straits of Hormuz and into Iran. They're saying that they're going to interdict any and all ships coming out of the strait to see if they went through Iran. And then they came back later on to clean that statement up because somebody in the administration told them, "Hey, bro, that's piracy. We can't do that way. So we got to change this up." So now they're going to be going at any ships to try to board, search, and possibly seize anything that they can, or possibly seize the entire ship of anything that they can prove is coming from an Iranian port. Now,
What?
here's
No,
where this is a problem.
okay, because I was about to ask the question. I think my question is
Oh, go
going to
ahead,
get
go
the
ahead, go ahead,
problem.
go ahead. Please ask a
My
question.
question is, you know who's one of the biggest customers, I guess I'll call them, of Iran for their oil? Fucking China. So what happens when a oil tanker with a Chinese flag comes around the bend, around the Indian Sea, and around the bend to enter the Strait of Hormuz? I want to see the set of brass balls that you bitches have on you that says, yeah, we're going to
Hold on, my
board
boss is calling me
a
right now.
Chinese tanker or ship or some Chinese vessel and try to stop them. I really want to see how that's going to work out. That's my question. There's my question. I mean, are they really talking about that's what they're going to do? Because
Yeah, that's exactly what they're talking about. They're going to do,
I don't
and
think they want that kind of smoke. I don't think
that
they
is
do.
not the smoke that they want. It is crazy to even suggest that we're going to stop these vessels, because here's the problem with trying to stop a Chinese vessel through there. And China has already said, "Hey, um, fuck you and your life. We don't recognize your blockade. Your blockade is illegal, and we're going to continue to sail through." Now, if they seize or attempt to board a Chinese vessel, that will 100% start a war between us and China. Especially if the okay, so for everybody who doesn't know how vehicle, or excuse me, vessel board search and seizure works, there's an escalation scale. Malcolm Nance went over it this morning, and I fact checked myself versus him. So basically, what's going to happen is you'll get a call over the radio that tells you to pull over. We're going to board your ship. They're going to tell you what direction to go and what speed to head that direction in. If you fail to do that, or they tell you, hey, or you tell if you fail to do it, or you tell them, now go fuck yourself. The next move for them is they try to get you again in another language, and if you continue to ignore them, they move along to the third step, which would be the international sign for, hey, pull this bitch over. They're going to put one shot across your bow. It's not going to hit anything, but it will absolutely get anybody who is driving the ship on the bridge, it will absolutely get their attention. Right. Now, if past that you still fail to pull and let them on your ship, then they have to get authorization to possibly sink the ship. And guess what, El Teddy? Has the president of these United States said that he's here for sinking ships, sir?
He has said that.
He
He
has
has
said
absolutely said that.
he has said out of his mouth to reporters, I mean, we may have to sink a ship.
I mean, as much as we can take the word of a man who is in a cognitive state of delirium, unparalleled by any leader in the last 150 years or so.
This is very true. This is very true. And the worst part of it all is that the worst part of it all is that we do not have the assets to do this. We don't have enough aviation or waterborne assets to do this type of work. The Like Malcolm Nat said it the best this morning. All Iran has to do is say, I mean, they paid, so once they pay us, I don't care how they come out of the strait. That's up to them in the United States of America. Now, I'd like to also point back at something of, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but the FIC decided that he would say, when he said out of his mouth, maybe there'll be a joint business venture between possibly us and Iran. Me and Iran, what do you think about that? Me and Iran, we run the Strait of Hormuz. Remember, he floated that out there.
He did,
Now, this could be the other half of that,
meaning
where
without
you,
cooperation from Iran. They said, "Yeah, we're in cooperation." No, you're not. You're just taking the extra toll.
right. So that could turn into the US charging a toll and saying, hey, we secured your safe passage because we didn't blow you up.
Mind you, there are 800 plus ships still within the Persian Gulf, the Persian Sea, waiting to get out of the Strait of Hormuz. Still just been there 6 plus weeks, just waiting. And there are, I
Oh,
guess I'm
wow.
going to call them unconfirmed reports. I'll call them unconfirmed. I tend to believe it. But there are unconfirmed reports that China has been sending Iran surface to air interceptors, the shoulder, the one that you can hold on your shoulder, and that are
Hmm.
surface to air interceptors, so as to help continue to arm them for this perpetual conflict that we are enthralled in at this point.
Yep. In addition to that, they're not just sending them that. We don't know what else China is sending them because at this point, China has said, no, we're not supporting Iran. No, we're not doing this, but they are absolutely supporting Iran with not just the shoulder fired missiles, but they're absolutely supporting them with other means that they need right now. And how is Iran paying them back? Iran's paying them back in the one commodity that China cannot get enough of, oil. They are paying them back in oil.
Well, Sibera, I will say this: the Houthis have complete control of the Baba Mandab Strait, which is the strait that leads into the Red Sea, and they are aligned with Iran. So I'm sure at any given point, the Baba Mandab will be shut down, and we'll be paying $8 a gallon. We're about to be paying $6 a gallon probably by next week or so. I'm just gonna be honest. Now I know California already been there for some time, but I'm saying in states in the South that traditionally have low gas prices, even in Texas, we're talking states that could be people that could be paying $6 a gallon before the end of this month. And if they close the Baba Mindab straight, then you talking $7, $8 easy. Because they're gonna go up there
Now,
$175 a barrel. Easy.
now there's unconfirmed reports that Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, which the only reason I say unconfirmed is because this just sounds odd, but they're saying that that pipeline that was damaged has been rebuilt and it is pumping right now. They're saying that that pipeline that went from
The
east to
Yanbu
west,
one over on the one on in the Red Sea in Yanbu.
the one, yeah, the one that would run from east to west. There's reports out there that are saying that this pipeline has been, since it got damaged in the first couple weeks of the war,
Uh-huh. That's the Yanbu.
they're
Mm-hmm.
saying that that pipeline has been repaired and is getting ready to start pumping again. So Saudi Arabia is putting a lot of assets in and around the areas of the major structures of that pipeline.
But if they shut down the Baba Al Mindab um straight, that's gonna be for nothing.
It would be, except for the Red Sea also empties out through the Suez Canal into the Mediterranean.
And then
You
you
can
gotta pay
still
the
get there from,
Egyptians.
right. I mean, you're gonna pay somebody.
Yeah, you gonna pay somebody.
You're paying somebody. But the thing is that
And getting in and out of the Suez Canal is much more difficult and much slower, and they
it
can't get
is.
as much traffic in and out of the Suez Canal as
It
they
is because
can
they
if
have
they
a
go
lock
through the
system.
strait.
Because they have a lock system, kind of like the Panama Canal does, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that takes forever and 3 years. But now what you're gonna end up running into is these non-U.S. allies bringing their ships out of Jesus, why can't I the Arabian Sea, coming out of the Straits, getting pulled over, and then you're also going to have U.S. allies having their ships come out of the Straits of Hormuz, getting pulled over by the U.S. What happens when a British flag ship or a Netherlands flag ship
Or
comes out
French.
of comes out of that strait, looks at the U.S. ship and says, "Go fuck yourself." Are you gonna fire? Are you really gonna fire on your alleged ally? And then I just saw in the chat, Carl said, I think it was Carl said,
Yeah, that was called said that the Prime Minister of Great Britain uh, 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 finally grew a pair and to put out a statement against Trump because you know Starmer he ain't shit.
he's not, and I'm sad to see, and I'm very surprised that the the, the King of England is still coming to the United States after all of this nonsense that is happening.
Well, there's supposed to be a summit between Trump and Xi Jinping coming up in the coming weeks. I believe it's next month.
Yep.
Um,
Pope
he's
canceled
supposed to
his
have a meeting
trip.
with China. Let's see if that still goes without a hitch. If we're still enthralled in this.
Hmm. All right. In addition to all the other things that are happening in and around the war, there's with the let's I wanted to get into the two ships that you reported on that have purportedly transited the Straits of Hormuz, and we all know that's not true. Um, like I've said before, the straits are very tight, and on either side of the strait is elevation. On either side of the strait, two one destroyer, let alone two destroyers, are not getting through the Straits of Hormuz without somebody with a thermal camera, anything saying that it got through. Right. So me being a Zennial, elder millennial, when Pokemon Go came out, I was in them streets. My location was on, I was everywhere. And then I found out that people were GPS spoofing. People were GPS spoofing from their phone to get Pokemon from other parts of the world, right? If we could GPS spoof the Niantic uh database and have it think that we were in bumfuck Egypt to get a Pokemon, meanwhile we're right here in California. You don't think the United States government has the ability to GPS spoof? Because I know for a fact Iran has the ability to GPS spoof. It is not hard to GPS spoof. And then with the amount of drones and the ability for a drone to spoof a signal of a larger vessel or a larger aircraft, like, come on, y'all. Like, let's be real. Y'all didn't transit no damn not no Arleigh Burke class destroyer. You did not transit that through the Strait of Hormuz with nobody knowing. Even if you ran at blank speed all the way out, throttles all the way open, you can't run that fast, that hard, throwing off that much heat without somebody seeing you. Somebody will see you.
Well, the they were also saying this morning and last night that they would take over all of the Iranian ports and so forth, right? That's what they were threatening, right? Yeah, we're going to take over. And so today, a senior U.S. military official who, because the officials are leaking shit on the
Hmm.
saying they want to remain anonymous. But here's what came and they said, yeah, we have 16 ships and warships in the Middle East, but he said this. This is what they said that he said. Aside from the aircraft carrier USS Abraham, the U.S. Navy has 11 destroyers, 3 amphibious assault ships, and a littoral combat ship in all the waters of the Middle East. A second defense official said no U.S. warships are in the Persian Gulf. Both officials spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss sensitive military operations. They said the blockade. They said even though the blockade, according to the president, went into effect this morning, um, the official said pointed to a notice to mariners as a more accurate representation of what's happening, not a complete blockade, just a notice to hey, yeah, we're blockading, but not an actual physical blockade. And they also said access to Iranian ports is restricted, um, but they have no idea how the measures to get on Iranian ports will happen in practice.
Hmm.
These people are
Trans-
making shit up out of it. They're just drawing at straws.
translation. Translation. I made up a whole bunch of fancy words. I put them on a piece of paper, and now they're official. And you have to do what they say because I'm the United States.
Which at this point, the word of the United States means fucking nothing.
No, we're a clown on the world stage. The United States is a joke at this point, and not even a good joke.
It's a bad joke.
It's this is every day that this continues. is more time that people's children, fathers, mothers, daughters, sons, uncles, grandparents, it's everybody's in danger the longer this alleged conflict that we know is a war goes on. The longer this carries on, the worse for where we will be. And when I say we, I don't mean just we in the United States. I mean the collective we, the we of the planet will be worse off the longer this goes.
There is one bright spot about this whole war. My rap Lego playlist that I have right now is
Jumping.
otherworldly.
It's
Listen,
jumping.
the way Iran has changed the game. If you are a credible rapper in the music industry today and you have not learned anything, learn to use Lego, okay? Learn the world of that shit goes hard. They put one out today talking about, yeah, where's the fucking boots on the ground, bitch? Wait, no, there was one called the Hormuz Hustle. You don't got the muscle. Then there was
Hmm.
another one. Said, what happened to the boots on the ground? The way Iran is trolling that man with these goddamn videos. I mean, they go hard too. They ain't no little Ricky
No,
Dick
they
one plus
not.
one, two plus two. Them shits
They
go
not.
hard.
Them shits go absolutely hard, and it's ridiculous with the production.
The accuracy, like they have studied what the fuck we be doing over here. Oh, they know all about all of the pain points, all of
Hmm.
the cultural references. Yeah, bitch, see, we know all about y'all. Y'all don't know enough about us.
And that's the part that
That's the
the
psychological warfare.
yep.
I think people are missing that. They're missing the psychological warfare because what they're showing and demonstrating is we've been watching you people for a long time. We know your tendencies, we know your pain points, we know your culture, we know your little idiosyncrasies that you have, but you don't have that same knowledge on us.
We sure
And
don't.
that's where you lose the war.
Mhm. Because let's keep it real. American culture is packaged and exported for sale on a daily basis. All of American culture, whether it's Black American culture, white American culture, just the American culture itself is packaged up and exported for sale every day. So they get to see what we're doing. We don't get to see what they're doing. We're fed what they're doing because they're inferior to us, quote unquote. Meanwhile, some of the best businesses are coming out of that region.
Yeah. A lot of money is being made in India, a lot of money being made in
Hmm.
China, and a lot of money even being made in Pakistan. And what you're not going to do is stop these people from making their money. So, whatever, listen, I can tell you, but they will ruin your president's 4th of July. If they continue this and we have full blockage of this for some considerable amount of time, oh, y'all want to have y'all little happy little 250th anniversary? Okay, bitch. See how this works out for you.
Yeah,
Hmm. Here we are. Here the
they're
fuck
not
we
even
are.
gonna bat it. They're not even gonna bat an eyelash.
Oh yeah, don't forget your president and your secretary of state were in Miami during the while they were, you know, doing negotiations at an UFC match where Donald John damn near filleted the little wrestler guy. I wish I had pulled the video where Donald John was saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful. Your muscles are so big. Oh, you look so good." Like I'm not exaggerating. Y'all might think I'm being hyperbolic. I promise. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this video. If I find this video, oh my God, you got Marco Rubio's bitch ass, uh, 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 um, uh, sloshed, putting up the 30 like 305. This is a sign for people in Miami. It's the 305 sign, and he throwing up the 305 sign like he's in a gang or some shit. Oh my god, hold on, I gotta find this video, y'all. If I
And shouldn't
find
that be enough? Should we've got a picture of him on camera throwing up gang signs, and he's technically an anchor baby. Isn't that enough to deport him?
shouldn't he be in CCOT? I'm just saying.
Somewhere? Like,
Oh, if I find, oh my god, yeah, I'm never going. Oh god, I wish I could find it. I'm feverishly searching. Uh, uh, um, because you're not gonna believe me. You're gonna think when you see this that oh, is this it right here? Wait, let me see if this it right here. Hold on. No, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Cause when you see it, oh, here it is. Oh, found it. Found it. Oh, okay, I found it, y'all. Y'all gonna think I'm making this shit up, okay? So hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Cause you gotta hear and see this shit to believe it. I can't make this shit up, okay? I cannot make this shit up. Here's the video.
Thank you for doing what you're doing. You're a beautiful guy. Great fighter. Thank you. Put me some more than you when they stop fighting. I'll give you a hundred. You look so good. You're too good looking to be a fighter. You are a sub fighter. Thank you, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
That's funny. Thank you, Mr. Trump.
Thank
Why don't you just go ahead and fillet him then, sir? Just rip his pants off and just start filleting him right then. Why don't we? This is what was taking place while negotiations to end the war were taking place. Meanwhile,
we are unserious as a country.
Marco is over there just as drunk and sloshed as all get out. Like this is literally like I'm sure some people thought I was like being hyperbolic. The man is damn near filleting the fight. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, I can't believe you're a fighter. Oh, slide it down my throat. Go ahead and say it, sir. Slide it down my throat. I mean, that you might as well say that. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. We're not a serious country. We're not at all anymore. We are not a serious country anymore. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Here we are. Here the fuck we
So
are.
let me ask you this: how bad do you think the event on July 4th at the White House is going to be?
I don't know. I hate to even try to guess. I hate to try to because anytime I try to figure these people out, they go further. Like they literally exceed even my imagination. So I don't know that I have a concept of how deplorable whatever this is going to be on July 4th is going to be.
You've done budget proposal before, right?
Who? Budget?
Budget. Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
So think about how bad it can be, and then use budget proposal logic. Add 10 to 25%. And then on top of that 10 to 25%, add another 25%. And then you'll get a roundabout where how bad it's going to
It's about to be bad.
be.
It's about to be really, really bad. Well, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that was our world renowned, we'll call it award winning coverage. I mean, we're giving ourselves an award, so that counts. Of the war in Iran at this time. Y'all can't go nowhere and get this level of coverage. At least that's what we'll tell you. Uh, if you take our word for it. All right. Thank you so much, Terrence, for being
No worries,
our
sir.
senior war correspondent for today. We look forward to having you back with us.
You, sir. Have a good day.
Have a good one, sir. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, there is your senior war correspondent, TG, our boy Terrence, and we thank him. And then this happened. We're not serious, people. Now, I'm going to get to Eric Swalwell in a second because I got all of the breaking news on that fucktard. But before we get to Eric Swalwell, the man is in the midst of he is literally in decline. Now, earlier, we talked about the fact that some of you all have been with me going back to 2019 and 2020 when this man was still in office during the 45 term. Now, and all of those people can tell you early on, yours truly continued to say that this young man was the Antichrist. I've said it for a long time. I said, for those who believe that there's an Antichrist, here's your poster child for what the Antichrist looks like. Somebody who starts off and should wholesalely, summarily be denigrated by the whole of society, but magically it receives all of the praise, receives all of the accolades for nothing, and is seen in damn near a deified demigod fashion. We chronicled this on this platform that this man is the Antichrist and has his own developed cult and religion. And now we're here. So let me show you the picture. I don't want you to miss any parts of it. Let me take the banner down so you can see it in the fullness thereof. This is what your president tweeted in the middle of the night last night. That's what your president was tweeting in the middle of the night, in case you needed some in case you needed some real-time evidence that the man believes that you all he knows full well that the MAGA nuts deify him. He's their God King. And so he basically put that out last night to say, and bitch, what? What you gonna do to me? What's gonna happen? And now MAGA nuts all over the place this morning woke up to this because this happened at like 2 in the fucking morning. They lost their fucking minds. Like, they lost their fucking mind. Listen, Miss Shorty B, some MAGA nut has already printed this out and put it as a picture in a frame in their house. I promise you, it is that picture right there is a permanent fixture right now in someone's house. I promise you. This is what he posted. Now, even some of the most staunch MAGA nuts suddenly lost their fucking minds. Oh, wait a minute. So now he's blasphemous, but none of his other antics were horrible, right? We draw the line here, right? And so when he saw that things didn't go the way he wanted to, then he insulted the intelligence of MAGA nuts even further by thinking that y'all would fall for this shit. Here's what he came out and said today.
Did you post that picture of yourself depicted as Jesus Christ?
Well, it wasn't depicted. It was me. I did post it, and I thought it was me as a doctor, and had to do with Red Cross as a Red Cross worker there, which we support. And only the fake news could come up with that one. So I just heard about it, and I said, how did they come up with that? It's supposed to be me as a doctor making people better, and I do make people better. I make people a lot better. As an example, the 11,000, I understand your husband's going through treatment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's
He
going
has
through
cancer.
some very serious cancer treatment, so
Yes, sir.
this goes a long way.
Yes, sir. It sure does.
Because we all just stupid as fuck, right? Because we just stupid. This is a doctor. I don't know doctors that look like this. Red Cross. Where's the Red Cross, sir? Where's the Red Cross? No stethoscope here. Are those supposed to be scrubs? I've never seen scrubs that look exactly like the fictitious image of Jesus the Christ, because that white Jesus the Christ that they have is fictitious. But that's their fictitious, image of Jesus the Christ. Sir? And after a while, he realized, damn, they're not falling for it. No, sir, because you're a fucking deranged lunatic. And most of us are sane people. So then he had to snatch it down. Right. Either way, you perping something. You either perping Jesus or perping the medical industry. Both are deplorable. Like I guess he told you that he expects his base to be the dumbest bitches on earth. He told y'all that during the election. He said, oh, I love stupid people. I love dumb people. He said that, not me. He's the one who says he prefers unsmart people being around him, and he said this. So he expects that you people are just as dumb as a box of rocks. These people are not well. Again, this is not an anomaly. This is you getting more of a peek inside this man's brain. Now, as much as people are saying it's sundowner time and Alzheimer and things like that, even if that's the case, what you're getting more of a view of is what's literally circulating in their head. Because if you have been around people with Alzheimer's, if you've been around people who have dementia and cognitive decline, and you learn that what starts to come out is what's going on or has been going on for some time in their head. At that point, they're not making things up. They're going off what's here. He said that DPG, these people are not well. These are unserious people. Now, all of this comes on the heels of the fact that you're fighting with the Pope. Yep. All of this comes on the heels of him fighting with Pope Leo. He's fighting with the Pope in an unprecedented moment. Sometime around he was posting all of this, he went on a long-ass Truth Social tirade going in on Pope Leo the 14th, calling him weak. He said a part of his post said that Pope Leo was, quote, weak on crime and terrible on foreign policy, end of quote. Sir, when did the Pope start being like hard, soft, weak, strong on crime? Like what? Weak on crime? Like how does that work? I didn't know that the Pope was the what? Can somebody help me? I'm lost here. I don't know when we started looking to the Pope to be strong on crime. I mean, the popes that I know, they're pretty strong on, sin and, what the Bible says about sin, which I guess would equate to crime. I don't know. I don't understand. Help me out. Baby, listen. Please help me out. I didn't know that we were looking to the Pope for foreign policy. I did not know that the Pope is now one who delves in foreign policy. But I'm not Catholic by any stretch of the imagination. He put out a long ass 4-page letter last night in the middle of the fucking night about the. Now, mind you, they have already threatened the Pope. Members of the Defense Department, the Department of Defense, threatened the Pope by reminding them of a previous Pope who was, I believe he was kidnapped, tortured, and murdered by the French. And they referenced that Pope to remind and they were speaking to an ambassador from the Vatican to remind him, yeah, if Pope Leo don't get with the program, let us remind you of that Pope that got his ass fucked up. And that sent the Catholic Church into an overload. So you already know after last night's tirade, this man is around here posting himself as Jesus and then having 4-page letters going in on the Pope. Now, the Pope had already, before this all happened, the Pope had already said, bitch, I'm not coming there anyway. Suck rocks. Kick rocks. I mean, the Pope wouldn't actually say suck rocks or kick rocks. So I'm going to translate for the Pope. And the Pope said in his own way, bitch, you ain't shit. I ain't coming to your shit, bitch. Now, he wouldn't cuss like that, so I'll take the liberty to cuss for him. He can't say it with his chest like I can. Well, they said the last person that Pope Francis saw was J.D. Vance, and you see Vance was one of the first guests that this Pope had. And babe, if you look at the pictures, he had got this letter, right? Let's say this right here. J.D. Vance gave him like this letter invitation. Baby, he got it from J.D. Vance. Okay, Bishop, put that. All right. How can I help you? I guess J.D. Vance wanted him to read. He was like, how can I help you? Because I'm not going to read that right now, boo. Not right now, boo. It was funny as hell. He is from Chicago. Now, Donald John, in his 4-page letter, he said that the Pope should be more like his younger brother because his younger brother is a MAGA nut. The younger brother, whose name is Louis, he's a MAGA nut. And he was like, yeah, you need to be more like your younger brother, Louis, who's all MAGA. Maybe it's Vance, maybe it's Mabel. Y'all stupid. Hey, Miss Cookie. Listen, the man is not well. The man was up to like 4 or 5 in the morning, tweeting every 30 minutes. Like I would post it on Truth Social, just deranged shit every 30 minutes or so. They say he posted one article 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night, the same article. Because he's so deranged. Bitch, go to bed. Like, somebody needs to take his phone from me. Like, bitch, go to bed. Give me this damn phone and take your ass to fucking bed. In other news, the breaking news today is Eric Swalwell earlier today, well, I should say yesterday, suspended his campaign for the governor's race in California and has now resigned from the U.S. Congress amid his sexual misconduct allegations. He had been getting pressure from all over the Democratic Party to not only drop out of the gubernatorial race, but to resign from Congress altogether. Now, they had already said earlier this morning that the House Ethics Committee had launched an investigation into the sexual misconduct allegations against him. And they said that was supposed to start next week. They were supposed to start that investigation next week, the 21st. And now, just some hours after the House Ethics Committee announced that they would be investigating him, he's now resigning from Congress. But you was just the other day telling us that we know you, right? Shall I remind the people, sir, of what you were saying the other day? This is what you had to say the other day.
A lot has been said about me today through anonymous allegations, and I thought it was important that you see and hear from me directly. These allegations of sexual assault are flat false. They are absolutely false.
Really? They real false? They false? But they got you resigning from, suspending your campaign and resigning from Congress. But you resigning from your seat in Congress over completely false allegations. Okay, I'm just making sure. All right.
They did not happen. They have never happened, and I will.
They didn't happen at all. They never happened. Not at all. Never. Not in nowhere in the space-time continuum. Not any alternate reality. They never happened. Completely false. Never happened. But you're leaving Congress. Okay, I'm just making sure. All right.
Fight them with everything that I have. They also come on the eve of an election where I have been the front-runner candidate for governor in California.
You ain't the front runner no more.
I do not suggest to you in any way that I'm perfect or that I'm a saint.
We know that.
I have certainly made mistakes in judgment in my past.
And certainly in your present.
But those mistakes are between me and my wife. And to her.
And several other staffers, employees, and campaign people on your campaign.
I apologize deeply for putting her in this position.
How about apologizing to the women who you sexually assaulted, allegedly?
I also apologize to you if in any way you have doubted your support for me. But I think you know who I am.
Do we? We know who you are? Baby, I ain't never met you before. I don't know you from a box of rocks. Now I'm supposed to know you and trust you, and all of these people that came out and said you done did all of these things, and now we have to trust that we know you. Child, we saw you for what you was. When this shit first came out, we was right over here saying, yep, that sounds about right. Go ahead. That's it. We saw this a long time ago. You should have just resigned before you made this video should have been you saying, well, I'm resigning from Congress and suspending my campaign. That's what you were supposed to say. But here we are. I guess. Sir, I don't know. Right, we saw the video. I didn't pull the video, but I saw the video where he was touching all on that woman, wouldn't let her get away. We saw the video. We saw the damn video. Where you and the woman on the bed, and she trying to get away, and you keep pulling the woman on and stuff. And now here's a you know who they done drug up into this? Senator Ruben Gallego, and he's supposed to be trying to run for Congress. Baby, I saw a report earlier today, and I know I'm not gonna be able to find it now. But earlier today, where they're alluding to things about Senator Gallego. Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to find that. Oh, I'm so mad I'm not gonna be able to find it. I must have forgot to put it in my put it in the dossier. But Senator Gallego out of where's Senator Gallego out of Arizona? They're saying he was there was rumblings about this a few months ago, and he was protecting Eric Swalwell, and now they're saying that it's been talk about him and his fuck shit. Oh, I wish I could find that. Hold on. Oh, I wish I could find that. Hold on. See if I could Here it is right here. They talking about how Senator Gallego said Eric Swalwell was one of his, quote, best friends in the world, end of quote, and was one of the first ones to defend him against the rumors and stuff like that. The rumors of sexual misconduct and everything. And now they saying, well, what you got going on? On Friday, after the San Francisco Chronicle report about the allegations, Gallego then came out, and now he was backpedaling and pussy popping, saying, quote, I regret having come to his defense on social media prior to knowing all the information. I am equally as shocked and upset about what has transpired, end of quote. And now you trying to come from underneath it because you trying to make a run for 2028. And now the people saying, well, what you got going on? The people are asking, what did you know and what did you not know, sir? Since y'all was good Judies, since that's your BFF Jill, IDK my BFF Jill. The people are asking, what did you know? That's your best friend, that's your bestie, that's your good Judy. What did you know? Because the people in Washington say his shit was wide open. He was real loosey-goosey with it. Like he was real sloppy with it. So they're saying, well, what did you see and what did you know and what was you participating in? Then he came out and said, quote, I want to be clear. I had no knowledge of the allegations of assault, harassment, and predatory behavior against Eric Swalwell. I trusted someone who I believed was a friend, but it is now clear that he is not the person I thought I knew. End of quote. Really? Now, we know about you know, your ex-wife putting you up on divorce papers because you was cheating on her left, right, and sideways when she was pregnant. And she had to divorce you. And that's how you got with your current wife. A mess. A mess. A whole goddamn mess. Anyway, in more sugar spiky news, well, this is a blow. Viktor Orban, who your president has modeled his current administration off of, lost his election in Turkey over the weekend. He had sent JD Vance over there last week and stuff to be all involved in their elections, right? To get all involved in another country's election, right? You sent JD Vance, couch fucker, over there, and that might have cemented the loss. Who the fuck wants to vote for somebody alleged to be a couch fucker? Couches all over the great country of Hungary are celebrating more than the citizens. So Viktor Orban lost. He had been in power for 16 years. And more so than that, they not only ousted his ass, hey, Lock Queen, they also got more than 2/3 members of parliament from the opposition party, which means that they can change their constitution because Viktor Orban changed their constitution and put a lot of authoritarian and dictator laws and rules and edicts inside their constitution. And now they have enough people in their parliament, and now they have the head of Hungary now that will be able to change it to what it was, which was a democratic nation. Viktor Orban had his foot on the neck of Hungarians for 16 years. And this current president was using Viktor Orban in his rise to fame and his iron fist as a blueprint for what to do here in these yet to be United States of America. And so what I'm hoping and praying is that people in this country will see, and in some other countries, not just our country, we got fuck shit going on in Japan. They had some fuck shit going on in Germany. There are a lot of countries positions of power, and they're running roughshod over democracies. So, right, Lord, we see how you blessed our neighbor. Let's follow. If we want to follow the Hungary blueprint, let's do it just like you wanted to follow the blueprint of Hungary, Donald John. We will as well, and vote your ass out. And remember, they not only voted out Orban, they voted out all of his people in the parliament. So now they can actually effectuate change for the better in their country, and that's what the fuck we need to do. My only fear is their opposition party over there are fighters. Our opposition party over here are punk puss ass bitches that don't want to do shit. See Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries. In our last sugar spiky story, which happens to be some good news today, the Trump administration said today it will resume flying the rainbow flag on a federal flagpole at the Stonewall National Monument in New York City, reversing course 2 months after removing the banner from the first national monument commemorating LGBTQ plus history. The government revealed the decision in court papers as it agreed to settle a lawsuit filed by advocacy and historic preservation groups who had sought to block the February 9th removal. A judge approved the deal. The Interior Department and National Park Service said the following, quote, "We have confirmed our intention to maintain a pride flag at Stonewall," end of quote. No, bitch. You bitches got taken to court. Y'all was about to get y'all asses monkey stomped and embarrassed. And rather than get embarrassed and being forced to do it, now you try to change the narrative and act like, oh no, we did this for the gay community. No, you didn't, bitch. You are about to lose in court. And now you want to change the narrative. Because let's be clear, members of the Rainbow Coalition compound was going over there every day and putting the flag up and daring you bitches to take it down. Was. It's time for our video breakdowns. Let's see what our video breakdowns have. Oh, I remember now. Listen, let me apologize now because some of these video breakdowns are damn near rage bait. And you're gonna be fighting the air when you watch some of these videos. You're gonna want to fight somebody after you watch some of these video breakdowns. If I had to see it, y'all have to see it. I think this first one was probably the one that made me the most upset. Nope. That's today, Tony. I'm waiting for them to show me the first black person. I'm waiting for them to show me the first black person that you do that to, because I promise you, that shit ain't gonna end like that. The way I don't even go get mad. I do get manis and petties, but I don't get pedicures that often, right? Because I don't want people to be, my feet is kind of rough. You know what I'm saying? But I do get them every so often. But I have enough respect for the person doing my pedicure to make sure that I would not, bitch, the way I will fuck you up if you take your nasty ass foot and touch my hair and touch my nose and my glasses and you know people wear glasses. We don't even play by our glasses, let's be clear. We would be fighting. We would be fighting. Now, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm glad that okay. I'm just glad that the late because I know y'all ladies get more pedicures than us men do. So I was wondering how y'all ladies was gonna react to that. Cause I saw that shit and I said, I know the fuck you lying. Cause I was like, is this happening? Like I might fight the person for Mei Ling, who like you might have Mei Ling down there doing this woman's pedicure. And over there, trying to get it in. And you over there gonna take your nasty foot and touch Mei Ling's hair and her nose and her glasses. I'm gonna go over there and fuck you up for Mei Ling. Shout out to Mei Ling. We will fuck you up. Girl. Girl, I saw that. I said, girl, the way out, we'll be fighting. Oh, I told y'all these are all rage bait videos. Okay. Here's our next video breakdown. So you think that shit funny? You think that's funny that you're reminding us that we remember having two keys? Now I know Xavier. I know y'all. You don't know what this is, Xavier. And that's okay, Xavier. These bitches like to troll and rage bait us and try to remind us that we old. Now some of us are old enough to remember the square key go in the ignition, the round key goes into the door. Right? Some of us are old enough to remember that. People like Xavier Montrez, they never had to go through that. They never had to go through that. I'm trying to think what year that stopped being a thing. I think it was sometime in the 90s when it stopped being a thing where you had a different key for the door and the ignition. I think it was sometime in the 90s where that stopped. I'm just saying. Ciao. Look at Lock Queen. I don't remember either. Really, Lock Queen? Really? You just trying to, throw it in our face? Well, you kept them on the same key ring, Xavier. You had a key ring, you kept them on the same key ring, and what you would do is you knew the square one was for the ignition, the round one was for the door. It wasn't that hard, Xavier. You had this thing called a key ring. Look at this. I can't stand you. Ah. Universal Goddess, she fancy over there. She have a real nice truck too. She fancy over there. Look at Lock Queen. She love throwing it in our face. Girl. We love you too, Lock Queen. Here's our next. These people love rage baiting us. Here's our next video breakdown.
Is it appropriate for a grown man to shower naked? You get in the shower, getting all soapy, and you go on with your day. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
For years, I've always showered with clothes on. I'm 26 now. The doctor said I've shaded, 21% darker since I've been born, but that's only because I've never showered naked. So what you see is really like the lighter side of me. It's been a struggle to go to swimming pools, taking off your shirt, and it's like, you're a different skin tone from what they thought you were. Mm-hmm. So it's always been hard doing that. So anytime water is involved, I just try to keep my clothes on. Mm-hmm. It's just sometimes it's hard to talk about.
I know. I'm sorry that you had to go through that as a kid and having different skin tones. And I agree though. Like I wear a wetsuit when I go in the shower, like full body spandex. Hop in the shower. I'm wet, soap on my body. I get out and I dry off. Because the way I see it is, you in the shower naked, you vulnerable. And let's say you got 3 goons who walk in the room.
What are you gonna do then?
Yeah, now you wet, vulnerable. Now you lacking. I can't fight back 3 goons if I'm wet and soapy. See, I got my wetsuit on, got my water shoes, and got my brass knuckles in my shower. I can walk out, handle business, and go back in my shower.
See me? I'm way more efficient. Completely skip the shower. See what I do? I have an 18-in-1. It's my toothpaste, it's my lotion, it's my body wash, it's whatever you need it to do. So I just wake up in the morning, it's my deodorant, it's everything. So I just wake up in the morning, slap it on, because you got to think about it like this. If I'm in the shower, I got to check my portfolio, my fingers might be wet.
I've looked into something like that. I heard they're making an 18-in-1 that involves breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Ooh,
I saw that too.
I'm thinking about getting that too to make
it saves time.
So
they had one that had gasoline for your cars too, so we had a good way to mix up your day and shit.
Okay, I see. So I'm gonna have to invest in that, but I just think skipping the showers is way more efficient for me.
I
just
agree.
Using that.
It gets to a point, man. I like that idea actually. If it's a 20-in-1, I can invest in that. You know what I'm saying?
I have no words for these dirty ass people. What really incensed me was he was looking for sympathy, talking about when I go to the pool and stuff and they see a different. What the bitch? Get your nasty ass out this motherfucking pool with us, you dirty bitch. Xavier, these your people. Xavier, I'm giving them all to you. No. This is not my generation. Nope, motherfucker, no. I give them all to you, Xavier. These are your generation. These are your people. Nope, they're not mine. You know they wear Ethica or PSD. One of them two. Either Ethica or PSD. One of them two. Dirty motherfucker. And probably thinking they doing something. You might as well be wearing Gildan. Like, what the fuck? Not get them to you so you can pressure wash them. Please, Xavier, you need to do something, because this is a problem. This is a problem. Girl. Girl, Miss Cookie, girl. Who does this? Who raised you people? Like, that's a real question. Who the fuck raised you people? Like, I ain't wore Gildan in a while. I ain't wore Gildan in so long. I know it's been, maybe about 10 or 15 years since I wore Gildan. We have one more video breakdown before we finish this segment. Just one more.
Why is opening cinnamon rolls so hard?
It's not.
So, it never comes right out after you do this.
I bet it doesn't.
It makes no sense.
Yes, it does. Is this real?
Then, Like, how do you do it? Does someone have a better way?
I do.
Because after this, I'll show you what I do. I like make an air gap
Air gap.
in the side, right? And then I cut down it with the scissors. And it's just ridiculous. I feel like there could be a better way.
There is.
Sometimes I have to scoop them out.
I can't believe she hasn't sliced her hand or her finger open. Just remember, everybody, read the directions.
Sometimes I be seeing these videos, and these young people again, Xavier. I be like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like there's no help for Gen Z. Like I've already seen that there have been scientific studies saying that Gen Z will be the first generation that are not smarter than their parents. Like every generation is supposed to ultimately be smarter than their parents. Your generation is now dumber than the previous generation, Xavier. That's been all. You go look it up. Don't take my word for it. Go Google it, Xavier, because that's y'all Google everything. I think that comes from you growing up with the advent of the internet and Google and people doing things for y'all and not learning to do things for y'all. So that's why y'all dumb as a box of rocks. Because you see videos like this, not just with like fucking cinnamon rolls, but with like regular shit. And you be looking like, is this for real? Like, are you really trolling me or are you really serious? And they be really serious. And I'll be like, girl, why? These are people that are voting. Let's be clear. These are the same people that vote in elections, okay? Well, we already know they don't know how to read. See. Here, see, this is the I'm not gonna do that. Oh, ain't no help for Gen Alpha. Ain't none at all. We love Xavier. Xavier is the whole hall monitor. We love Xavier. But I have to give this generation to him. Xavier has to take all of the Gen Z smoke because Xavier is our resident Gen Zer. Xavier has been here from the early old days, way back. So Xavier got broad shoulders. He loved being a Gen Zer, and we love giving him grief about Gen Z. Chimera, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, Chimera. It's not worth it, Lady D. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, DPG. It's not worth trying to explain to these people. It's not worth it. Those are our video breakdowns for today. I hope you thoroughly understand. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed our video breakdowns of the day. Oh, my dear God. As we swan dive out of the Sugar Spike segment and deeper into the dossier, so in pop culture news today, God be with us. I done closed the whole dossier, play around with Xavier. Oh, y'all got me over here laughing, God. Okay, so Katy Perry, speaking of sexual assault allegations, Katy Perry finds herself in a pickle. So she is vehemently denying allegations that she sexually assaulted Ruby Rose. Now, Ruby Rose is an actress that played in the hit series Orange is the New Black. Katy Perry's attorneys said the following, quote, "The allegations being circulated on social media by Ruby Rose about Katy Perry are not only categorically false, they are dangerous, reckless lies. Miss Rose has a well-documented history of making serious public allegations on social media against various individuals, claims that have repeatedly been denied by those named," end of quote. Now, to be fair, here's what she posted. Hold on. She posted the following. Katy Perry sexual assaulted me at Spice Market nightclub in Melbourne. Who gives a shit what she thinks? End of quote. Now, Ruby Rose claims that Katy Perry assaulted her at a nightclub in Melbourne, Australia, when she was in her early 20s. Now, that was a long time ago because she just turned 40. So that, maybe 15. She said she was in her early 20s. Now, people started asking her why it took her almost 2 decades to speak out. Ruby Rose said the following quote, "Though I am so grateful to have made it long enough to find my voice, it just shows how much of an impact trauma and sexual assault takes. Before I open up about something incredibly raw and traumatic, I tell myself, it's okay. You don't need people to believe you. You just need to get it out of your poor body before it gives you cancer." End of quote. Katy said, "I don't know what the fuck this bitch talking about. That shit ain't true. She done did this on other people. I don't know why the fuck she got my name in her mouth. I don't know. Baby, I wasn't there. I don't know either one of y'all like that. I'm just saying. Y'all go with what y'all want to believe. I ain't got nothing to do with it." In other news, so we talked about how last week on Silly Saturday, how they had done kicked Sidora out her goddamn house. Well, apparently she went before the judge, and she told the judge she ain't got no damn money to move out the goddamn house. Aren't you getting paid? I mean, by Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, Miss Cohen, she may not be she may not be paying you a lot, but she ain't giving you secret popcorn coupons like Mona Scott Young give the girls down to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She give you a little bit of change. That's more than enough. You might have to downgrade. You might need to get you a little apartment somewhere down on the West End or in College Park or somewhere. I mean, you can find an affordable for what you make. You can find you an affordable apartment over in Buckhead, it's Sandy Springs, Alpharetta somewhere. Girl, but she say she ain't got no money. According to court documents that TMZ obtained, she says she doesn't have the, quote, financial resources, end of quote, to pay for a new home, and she ain't picked one out yet. So it's going to be hard for her to get one by May 31st. She said Ralph's income is 3 times her income. Well, you ain't got to take care of the kids, so, I mean, it's just you. Don't she have one child without Ralph? Mm-hmm. Baby, I don't know. Now, she said that her and her oldest baby, I guess that's the one that she got that's not Ralph's child, is going to end up being homeless because she ain't going to have nowhere to stay. Did you just last season have your mama and stuff and all of them on fucking screen with you? Like you had your mama and your sister and all of them over there. Can't you go stay with your mama or something till you find you somewhere? Girl, we ain't buying it. You going to be homeless sleeping out your car? Okay, well, girl, sleep on, honey. Because you just told us you have a loving, doting mother and all of this family that love you so much. Baby, go stay with one of them. She lying. She's lying. Okay? She got enough money to move to Chicago. Girl, get you one more good U-Haul and drive it on up there. Or if you got enough money, you could pay for movers. Baby, make it work out. You get paid with your little Tubi movies. You get paid by Miss Cohen on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Baby, we're not trying to hear all of it. You trying to get out of moving out that house, baby. And the judge has already adjudicated Baby, you got to go. You know you got to go. So hit the dope, cause you know you got to go. Get your punk butt out. Get your punk butt out. Ow. Get your punk butt out. Get your punk butt out. That used to be my song. Tamara D. They call me Tamara D. What? Say what? Tamara D. They call me Tamara D. Get it on. That used to be my shit back in the day. Bitch, I'm gonna go listen to that when I get off of here. Get your pump butt out. Girl, we ain't trying to hear. We know what this all about, baby. Listen. You trying to stay in that house. The judge has already adjudicated. Baby, you got to go. You got to get up out of here. However you do it, you got to get up out, honey. We call bullshit. And now you may not be making what you want to make by yourself. And if what you telling us is true, you was living up off of Ralph, and you thought you was just gonna be able to divorce him and throw him out, and you weren't gonna be able to, and you was gonna get all the money. Nah, baby. I don't even believe that Ralph is making 3 times more than her. I think she's just trying to say that. We want to pull the financial records. If I'm the judge, and I think that's what the judge is probably gonna say, baby, send me the financial records. Exactly. We still don't know why your kids ain't going to fucking school. Raggedy bitch. Get out, ma'am, go away from us. I ain't gonna even tell you to go with God. Get the fuck out. Anyway, in other news, a social media influencer by the name of Ashley Janae, I'm not sure of who she is. I'm not familiar with her, but she during a trip to Tanzania earlier this month, they found her dead. Now, she got this white man, that's her fiance, right? And they claiming that they went on this African safari and stuff. They said she was celebrating her 31st birthday. Her 31st birthday was last Sunday on the 5th. And they said they found her dead. And the husband said it was suicide. And the family said, baby, that don't sound right. It wasn't nothing that said suicide. Y'all got pictures all over social media with the little happy birthday and stuff. And she looking happy and everybody glad to be here. And all of a sudden she dead from suicide. Now, the family says there's an active investigation into the circumstances surrounding her death and passing. Now, they were over in Zanzibar, and so they have to rely on the authorities over in Zanzibar to investigate this thoroughly. But the family said this is their worst nightmare. And they have no reason to believe that she was in any mental state where she would ever take her own life. I don't know. Xavier, you know this girl? I don't know her. Baby, I don't know, Xavier. This shit don't sound right. She makes 12 grand a month and Ralph makes 36 grand a month. She can take care of her child. But listen, Xavier, I don't know this girl, but the people are calling foul. We'll see what it is. Yes, some ain't right over there. In our last story, now I know some people might be going over to my sis, and I'm going to send y'all over there in a second, but I need to get through this Deshae Frost story because this hit the blogs and shit this weekend. So let me show you where it started. It started with this video surfacing and going viral. This is the first video. Let me take the banner down. Let's follow along, okay? This is the first video. Oh, no, that's not it. Wrong thing. Hold on. Here you go.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Go. Oh, shit. Go. Yeah. Nah, hell no. Hell no. I'm gonna just come downstairs, bro. This shit too much.
So that's the first video. and you see Deshae Frost hit that woman and knock her to the ground and all kinds of stuff. It was like, everybody was like, what the fuck is going on here? Then there then there was another video that surfaced not long after that where he's arguing with another girl that's on the same boat.
Shut up. Bro, you had to get your sister to rumble me for real. Bro, for real. For real. Get your sister. Get the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. Fuck wrong with you? Nigga lost his motherfucking mind. Go throw it. I don't give a. Nigga, I'm not bald head. I'm not your fucking sister, nigga. Fuck is you talking about?
Bet that shit. All right, bet. Bet that shit. All right, bet that shit. I swear to God. No, I swear to God. What I'm
on my fucking life. Don't even take it that far. Don't even take it that far on camera. Do not take it.
Now that's another girl. That's not the same girl that he hit. That's another girl on the same little ship and boat and all of that stuff, right? So then he came out and said the following.
She was one of the girls that she came on the show. I brought her on the show and everything. And during the whole show, like, she was the only person who was literally like, I don't know, like physical, and she was hitting me. She was doing these things which I had to cut from YouTube videos because of monetization. And she would hit me and all these things, going back and forth and yelling, going back and forth and doing these things. And it kind of was just got to a point where I kind of didn't want to deal with that shit. And I was drunk. And like I said, anything I say in this video is not to make anything right. This is not to make anything right. This is not make things easier. This is not an excuse for anything. This is just me telling this story. And I feel like nobody should ever, 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 ever put their hands on a girl. Ever. It don't matter how mad you get. It don't matter anything, you know what I'm saying? Like fighting or anything, unless like you literally like are getting punched a fucking 100 times or whatever, something just to throw her out the way or move her out the way. But yo, I think that just doing that was just fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was fucked up. We were arguing, there's been things off cameras where she would hit me and all these things like that. And I'm trying to talk to her and vibe her and shit like that. And what happened at the boat situation is that we were yelling, arguing, and she had just said things. I heard she said that I did this because I couldn't fuck, like, or something like that. Bro, that argument happened, whatever, because she was saying crazy things, which I had to cut out, and saying crazy things about my family. If you guys know me, I'm a very family man. She's talking about my sister, fuck your sister, all this other shit. She could all crazy shit I had to cut out. She was all doing this, my family, talking about my family members, my different type of things, just up and being big and bad, And me as a man, I lowered my fucking my morals, and I went down to her level. Any guy that would hit a girl and do those things or whatever, you're lowering your how can I say, your respect. You're lowering your respect for yourself, and you're going down to her level. And as a man, you should never do that. She definitely was trying to irritate me and get on my nerves and do all these things. So when we're on the boat and she got up, I thought she was good enough to hit me again, and I just mushed her. My main thing is I was never trying to hurt her. I never like slapped her, but from that angle, it looks really bad. It looks really bad. But I mushed her ass. I mushed her ass over there. I mushed her ass out because I was not finna be hit. I was not finna go on that, and I just walked away. But with that situation, I seen things she was doing. She was saying, talking about, when the fuck and all these different things. And it's like, bro, after that, I apologized. We was kissing, and I'm gonna put clips in here too, but we was kissing, and you're saying you didn't let me, you didn't want me to fuck. We didn't fuck, but after you literally gave me some head. And I don't not to put your business out there, but you gave me some head.
So apparently the director of they were filming a dating show that he had. They say even the director quit after all of that and said he didn't want no parts of it. And they've been trying to get the director to come out. The director said, I don't want to talk about it. This was back in 2023. I don't want no parts of it. Leave me alone. Don't ask me nothing. But so the girl has now come out. She done made a couple videos, but this is the video that kind of gives you the most information based on what she had to say. I mean, now, mind you, she going to keep doing this over and over and over, girl. But do the best you can.
Like, a lot of the girls that was on the show with me, they had sex with Deshae. I never had sex with him. He wanted to have sex with me. I didn't want to have sex with him. So The night before, y'all, I came up. The night before the video that's going viral right now, I came up with a plan. Because he told me the night before, like, when we get on the boat, I'm going to call you downstairs to the boat. I'm going to tell all the girls to go upstairs. And I want to have sex with you. I'm not paying that nigga no mind. So when he tells me that, I come up with a plan. And I tell the other girls, I'm like, tomorrow he going to try to have sex with me. I'm going to need y'all to, like, keep me with y'all. And be like, no, she not going downstairs. Like, long story short, I'm just making a long story short. The day of the boat come. We go through with the plan. He peeped the plan. He's mad as shit. He like, they're trying to keep her up here. I want her to come down here. No, I don't want to have sex. Like, it's all because I didn't want to have sex, y'all. And he found out that I told the other girls that I didn't want to have sex with him. And he got mad and he snapped. Threw my wig, hit me. I was drunk, y'all. I didn't remember how he hit me. I just know he had hit me. Sue him. Y'all, I don't know. Like, at the time, yo, you need to re-explain. I'm not re-explaining nothing. The shade never gave good guy. Y'all, I just didn't want to fuck. Cap. Your mom cap. Bye. Remove. He hit you when you said something about his sister. No. He hit me and then I told him to get his sister because I'm from Philly. That's what we do. Get your sister. Simple. Y'all don't know the shade. He's so sneaky and slimy and fucking like, he's just so sneaky and slimy. Like, he gonna find a way. If I was to ever like sue him or press charges, he found a way to get out that shit just because he just sneaky and slimy like that. So I would never even waste my time. I don't give a fuck that much, honestly.
That's what she had to say. Now, I'm a person who tends to believe the victim. I tend to believe the victim. Now, I wasn't there, so I can only go off what you say, she say, and the video evidence that we have. And based on the video evidence that we have, I tend to believe this woman. It sounds like what she said is credible. It sounds like she is telling the truth. Now, she may not be, the best person to communicate what happened, but what happened is probably what she said happened. Her version of what happened is probably much closer. Remember, this is the same guy, if y'all recall, a couple weeks ago. Remember we reported on him and showed the video where he had the little, looked like he had the little herpes on his face and tried to say Selena Powell gave him herpes. Remember we showed that video here? And he had the gross looking lesion or sore on his, around his mouth. And he was like, oh, nah, she didn't get it. He was probably trolling, but trying to, make light of Selena Powell, perhaps maybe having herpes or some other sexually transmitted disease. This is the type of person that we dealing with. Okay? I think first of all, if you are making a show, a dating show, you have to understand that the cameras are on you at all times. I don't care if the camera was on you, not if you were in front of a camera, not on camera, if nobody was around and no camera was around. First of all, you should not be hitting people anyway. Why are you putting your hands on people? Man, woman, cat, dog. It don't matter. If you that mad, bruh, walk away. If you that mad, then have some security and say, hey, y'all go get her. I don't want to be bothered right now. I need to take a walk. I don't know, but I don't care if you mushed her. I don't care if you punched her, slapped her. I don't care what it was. You put your hands on her, and that's enough right there. That's enough. Yeah, he threw a wig overboard. Listen, I don't know. I think now I know he's probably gonna lose some endorsements. I know he's gonna lose some money over this, and that's what that video was about, trying to salvage and save whatever money he could. That's what that was about. Trying to save and salvage whatever money he could. It's a mess. It's a whole damn mess. Anyway, I'll let you all decide and be the judge. That's the dossier for today. I know we went a little over today. Y'all know this war coverage be taking some time to get through, and we have to get through all of this stuff. We have to get through. We had some big stories today. Eric Swalwell dropped right before we went live. the whole thing with, your president calling himself Jesus the Christ, the whole, it's just a lot going on. So I know we went a little over today, but we just had a lot of important business to get through. Okay. So I'm gonna send y'all over to my big sis, Really B. And we'll be back tomorrow. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to this channel. They are much obliged and much appreciated. I had fun with y'all today, and I hope y'all had fun with me. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I'll see y'all next time.